Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning from the 13th to the 19th of January in my Archer and Olive A5 notebook, and I'm going to be using this gorgeous Frozen Comforts sticker kit from Plannerface. As usual, I've got the mini kit, and this is the first kit that I'm using this year that is just the standard mini kit, but it is in the newer format, so I have extra glitter headers and the nice new weekend banner. As you can see, I've already picked out some of the icons from the kit that I'm going to be using this week. I have all of my stickers pulled out on my Plannerface reusable sticker album, and I also have my very messy planning notes in front of me. So let's get cracking with the base of this spread. So this week was a fairly standard week. I was just working Monday to Friday as usual. So I've got my half boxes for my weekdays and then 2 full boxes for my weekend. I'm going to start with the Monday to Sunday box in my sidebar. This is basically the same sidebar that I've been using since I moved to this planner. It might change a bit when I don't have tall boxes. But that's a problem for future me, because this week the kit comes with tall boxes. Cool, yeah. So I'm going to use this girl in the sidebar. So how has everyone's weeks been? I'm trying to have like a fairly chill January and not add too much to my plate, but these things never quite go to plan. So I've had a fairly busy week. It's not been too bad. Work has been a bit of a mare, just because I'm still getting used to my new role, so as soon as I have something that's like new to me, I start getting a little bit freaked out. Just trying to think about what I want to use up here for my month. I think I'm going to go with orange. I was hoping that one of the flags would be lilac, but it's not, so I'll just use the orange one. And then I have a month script here from Plannerface. Also got a little bit of deco to go in the box in my sidebar. And then we can get the date covers down. So yeah, this week like work's been a bit much, but outside of work I've had a couple of extra bits and pieces to get done, but not too many things, which is about what I'm aiming for at the moment. I am still really enjoying not having to trim things to fit in the layout that I've got for myself. One of the things I was getting a bit frustrated with in my old planners, and I guess it's like entirely a me problem for buying stickers that didn't fit in the planner that I was using. Having to trim them all the time was getting a little bit tedious, because my spreads would take so much longer to set up than they needed to. And like, I love my planner time, don't get me wrong, but sometimes if you just want to get a spread down, having to like decide, oh right, so this is going to be the next like hour and a half of my life, just trimming stickers to fit them in, was getting a little bit tedious. I used to always get comments saying like, how can you be bothered to trim like every single sticker? And honestly, for like years it didn't phase me at all and it was fine, but for some reason it then just started grating on me. So now I'm going to go in with a glitter header for each day. I think if I had like a really busy day, like I've got quite a lot of things to mark on like Thursday, so I don't know if I might just take the glitter header out of that day, but we'll see when I get to it whether I decide to get rid of that glitter header or not. Like, if I can get everything to fit in, I would like to have the kind of consistency of having all my glitter headers, but if it won't fit, that's the thing that can come out, really. Gives me an extra, like, almost little thing worth of space. Okay, so now we can move on. I'll do my bottom washi before I worry about full boxes. So I really love the like argyle pattern of this bottom washi. This is one of those washies when in my previous planners where I would always be like trimming washi to like half the width of a 15mm strip, I would have felt bad about trimming this washi because it's just such a cute pattern. that I'm not having that problem anymore. And also adding the bottom washi in to slightly cover up some of the poor drawing out of my layout. So I keep forgetting when I'm drawing out my layout that I'm using a pen that needs a second to like dry, and then I like smudge it, or up here I've got a bit of sticker paper over where I just drew a line across the whole top by accident. But it's only week 3, so I'm still getting used to it. So I have this one. I really want to include the dog, obviously, so we'll pop the dog in my spare box. I quite like, oh, I'll pop a glitter header in here to separate my like 2 boxes. I really like this scene here, so I think I'm going to use that at the top of Sunday. No, what did I do last week? Okay, I'm going to use this at the bottom of Sunday, even though it's the same. I was going to like try and alternate where I was putting boxes on Saturdays and Sundays, because as usual it's Sunday when I'm filming this. I woke up so freaking early this morning. Like, it's my day off and I woke up before my alarm would normally go off for work. Like, I woke up at 6 a.m. But it means that I've got like loads of the day, because I've already done my overtime and played some Baldur's Gate with my friend, and I'm now planning, and it's only 12 o'clock. So I feel like I've got loads done this morning. I've got the snowman in my sidebar, so I don't feel like I'm going to use the double box. I think I'm going to use, I want to bring in a little bit more of the orange, so I think I'm going to use this like knitting box up here. And then I need one that I can trim down nicely to fit here. So I think I'm going to use this one. So typical me, I am already like slightly changing things about, or like what I want to put, well, I'm thinking about slightly changing what I put in this layout. I might not keep my Monday to Sunday box in the sidebar, because at the moment I track my meals on there. And I used to like pre-plan my meals and write them out, but I don't do that anymore, so I'm just keeping track of it, and it kind of seems pointless to me now. Like, just writing down what I had for dinner, when if I have something like a meal out that I would actually want to remember, I put that in actual day by day anyway. So I'm just gonna pop the weekend banner across like that, and that is the base of this spread done. Okay, I lied to myself about that being the base done. I haven't added in my date numbers, so I'll just add these in quickly. 14. These are the same date dots I was using last week, dates version 2 from Plannerface. And I'm trying really hard to not wiggle around on my chair too much while I'm getting these, because this is the sort of thing that will make my chair squeak. And I did not realise how much my chair squeaked until I started recording myself whilst I was planning, like talking through things. Okay, so now we can get into the day by day. So I have the 2 sheets that have boxes on, and then I have all of my stickers pulled out. So Monday was a day of working in the office, so I think I'm going to start off with orange. This will also fit with the fit with the work sticker I've pulled out. So this is the work sticker that I've pulled out from Papershire. It's just a printer on fire. Make of that what you will about how my day went. I'm then going to use one of the skinny fancy labels to mark. Now, I said that I wasn't going to be marking too much work stuff in my planner, but I feel like the fact that we had a massive power cut and we decided to have a team meeting at the McDonald's down the road deserves to be in my planner, because that was hilarious. So then when I got home from work, I trained. I think I'm going to put in my to-dos first. So I will use a little thing to mark in my to-dos. I feel like I've got a little bit more space than I thought, so I'm gonna just lift this one up and have a little bit more of a gap in there. I don't know if that's actually more of a gap or if I'm just gaslighting myself into thinking it is. And then a little thing, and the laundry doodle from the kit, and then my event label, and the dumbbell doodle, a dumbbell doodle from Planner Face, which isn't quite the right green, but it's close enough, and then a script from Planner Face to mark that as my clean session. And then I think I will finish off the day with this box. Oh, that's definitely not enough space. I think I will use this swatch instead. Okay, so I need to fiddle around a little bit with spacing. This is why I use removable stickers still. No, I think it's this one that's wonky. Something's wonky. Okay, so that was Monday, and then the last thing that I'm marking in with that paint swatch and a bit of deco from the kit is that I just had a lazy evening. Moving on to Tuesday, I was working from home, so I'm going to use one of the panned quarter boxes to mark that in. I've then got another another icon from Papershire to mark in work. Straight after work, I did my training in the garage. I'm trying to be more consistent with training, not like in the fact of like going and doing my training, another dumbbell doodle from Planner Face, but like getting more consistency with the actual lifts. So I'm working on making sure that all of my lighter lifts and heavy lifts look the same, basically. It just means that my like training sessions are just as much mental as they are physical at the moment, which hurts my brain. The next thing will be orange. Yeah, we'll keep it as orange. I just feel like there's a lot of big orange on this side of the planner so far, but we'll get over it. And then I just need a little thing to end off the day. Perfect. Okay, so I'm using a notebook doodle from the kit to mark that I did I booked some bits and pieces that I needed to book for later in the week and next week. And then this Stick with the Planco Lottie Gaming to mark in playing some Baldur's Gate with my friend Becca. And then the TV doodle from the kit to mark in watching some YouTube after we finished gaming. Okay, so Wednesday I was back in the office, and Wednesday was a much more normal day in the office, but I got kind of stressed out. Wednesday's also one of the busier days I have this week, so we'll see if I can fit all this in. There we go. So I'm marking in work with a Papershire doodle, and at work I've just been signed off in something new, and I was doing it on my own for like the first time this day, and I got kind of stressed out about it, so I am marking in another work thing, even though I said I wouldn't. But I was like not feeling great about that. I mean, I got over it, but you know, you just a bit in your feelings. I then uploaded this week's video. So I'm going to mark that in with a little thing. I'm not super keen on the fact that all of these kind of are the same stickers, but I'll get over it. Yeah, so I'm marking that in with a bit of deco. I'm marking that I played some Baldur's Gate with Becca with a lilac. And then Also on this day, I don't want to mark this in massive because it wasn't too big of a deal, but I got absolutely like got by Reggie, right? So when I got home from work, my partner was like, oh, I think Reggie's not feeling well. He's like acting like he's got a tummy ache, and because of his history with pancreatitis and his like other digestive issues, let's say, we were really worried. So my partner went to Tesco and just got some like plain like pre-cooked chicken, because I'm vegan, we don't cook meat in the house, but we just wanted him to have some plain food that wouldn't have any like additives in, to see if that would like settle his stomach. As soon as this chicken was in the house, he was fine. He was absolutely fine, like no problem at all, bouncing around. And then because it was in the fridge, every time he opened the fridge until we'd given it all to him, he just went absolutely feral. So I'm going to mark in Reggie having a poorly tummy, but just don't be feeling sorry for him, because I think I was tricked. Moving on to Thursday, this is another day where I have a lot to mark in. So I'm going to get rid of the glitter header, because the first thing that I want to mark in is my friend's birthday. And I was going to use the same colour little thing as the glitter header. I'll put this all down, and if I hate it, I will pull it all back up again and put the glitter header back down. Yeah, I was then working from home on this day, so I'm going to use a patterned quarter box. And this doodle from Papershire to mark that in. And then straight after work, I went to team training. So it's another big orange, but we'll get over it. Okay, so I'm going to use this square box to mark in team training. And this was a really good training session. I got a PB split jack, which was 84 kilos. So I'm really happy with that. I'm getting much more confident with having like 80 plus kilos over my head. And I've put that in my like 1 line a day. So I've written it down on my planning notes, but I'm not 100% sure if I'll fit it in. So we'll come back to it, and I'm going to start working from the bottom up. So I had an everything shower after training. Also at training, I did like, I think some of the best parking I've ever done. Not to like show off or anything, but like best parking I've ever done. Oh, it is all gonna fit in. I parked so close to, actually that's gonna go there. Oh, I'm gonna run out of little things. I'm gonna trim one of these swatches because I probably won't use all 3 of these. So if I just trim one of these swatches in half, and then pop it in, and hopefully it won't look too weird. I wanted to make sure that the little dog was in, even though the little dog was annoying me then. So I'm marking my PB with the little dog, my amazing parking skills with that little car, and then I'll just flip this one around and mark in my everything shower with the bathtub from the kit. Yeah, I don't hate how this doesn't have a glitter header. I think it kind of blends in. So we'll just carry on. Friday, I was working from home again. So I will use another quarter box to mark that in. So this is my last day, my last week of having extra work from home days. Which is a shame because I have enjoyed them, but I do need to be in the office a bit more. I then, at lunchtime, I had an optician's appointment. So I've got some new glasses on the way, and I'm going to be trying out some new contacts. I rarely wear my contacts, but they were like, oh, actually, the reason you probably don't ever like wearing your contacts is that they're not the right prescription for your eyes. And I was like, surely we should have thought about that before we gave me a prescription that wasn't right for my eyes. I did some errands. No, not that one. I did some errands when I got home. Well, not when I got home, like when I finished work. And then I played some Baldur's Gate with Becca, who is surprised. Use this one. And then wanted to just mark in having some drinks at home. So I will use this one for, well, that's a bit of a tighter fit than I wanted. Okay, so I'm going to mark in the errands with a coffee cup doodle, not doodle, a deco from the kit. Oh, that's a lot bigger actually. I think instead of marking drinks and gaming separately here, I'm going to mark them as one thing. Yeah. And I'll just bring this down a little bit. And then bring this one down a smidge as well. So for gaming, I've just got this stick with the Planco go at her computer. I was going to use this wine glass doodle from Plannerface along with it. Do I hate it? Yeah, I'm just going to leave it as that and pop in gaming and drinks. Okay, so on Saturday morning, I'm going to use this box to mark in playing some Baldur's Gate with Becca first thing. So she's been busy this week with like a local Amdram production. I think it's a pantomime. So she's only been around for like a couple hours when we've like overlapped. So we made sure to make use of us both being awake at the same time. And then I'm going to use the square box from the kit, but like I'm going to put it in straight. That's better. To mark in that I went to team training. And then this session was not the best, so after that I'm marking another in my feelings. I'm going to use this one, so that goes with this stick with the Planco Lottie's hair. I then played some Sims, mostly because Becca wasn't around. We're like, well, this morning when we were playing, we've basically got like right to the end game of our current Baldur's Gate run, so it's kind of got to the point where we're like excited to do some new characters. I'm going to mark them with the laptop doodle from the kit because I didn't use it earlier in the week. I then had to pick up the groceries, and because we've used up pretty much all of the lilac, I think I'm going to trim this one down again. I've trimmed it down a little bit less than I did the other one, so it's still a bit more chunky. I'm gonna have that end under the sticker. Oh, I've just remembered I can cut up all of the checklists to use as extra little things. I don't have to keep cutting these up. Okay, next week, remind me. And then we'll probably use the orange half box, and I will try and tease up the weekend banner a little bit. And we'll pop that underneath. There we go. And then I was just going to mark with some deco from the kit. And you know what, maybe I'll use the orange wine glass there instead. Yeah, that's cute. Okie dokie, moving on to the last day of the week. I'm gonna start off with oh no, not that green. The first thing that I'm gonna mark is that I woke up ridiculously early this morning. I don't have any small green things left to mark, so I'm going to use this orange. And then this green one, because I have a green pillow from the kit, and then I have an orange vacuum doodle from the kit. Once I'd done my little Sunday reset and done my cleaning and stuff, I then did some overtime, so I'm going to use a third box from the kit to mark in a little bit of overtime. Come on, there you go. And I have this doodle from Papershire, and then the overtime script is a custom from Plannerface. And then filming my plan with me. So I'm going to mark that in with the book. I'm just thinking, should I mark in planning and editing as one thing? I think I will, just because I've got loads of big boxes left. Okay, so I'm going to use this box. And I pulled out a planning script. Oh, that's really wonky. I pulled out a planning script, but I probably won't use it because it will look weird if like half of this box is in this script and half is in my writing. But I've actually really enjoyed popping things in like this recently. So I'll put planning up here, and then I'm editing. And then I was going to mark that we played some Baldur's Gate. So technically we've done the Baldur's Gating before I've done all my planning, but hey ho. Oh, guess I should have tightened up my craft knife before I started this. I think to finish off, we'll finish with an orange, but I don't think this will fit. No. Okay, so pop them in. I'll just grab my ruler. Cut a chunk out of the middle. And then line that back up. Okay, not perfect, but we'll get over it. And then I've just got another stick of the Planco Lottie to mark in that I'm going to have a lazy evening, basically. Just wiggle this one around because the spacing is a little bit off. In fact, I think I'm just going to move everything down a smidge. Okay, so that is all of my planning done for the week. Well, that's all my stickers down at least. I've used up pretty much this entire mini kit. So I'm really happy with how much use I'm getting out of these kits, even in this like smaller form factor. I'm gonna go fill this in, and by the magic of editing, it will be filled in. So here is the spread all filled out. I really love how this has turned out. I wouldn't usually have used kits with this color for January because I used to do like my color coding for each month, and this doesn't have any light blue in it, but I'm so happy that I decided to kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit and pick a different coloured kit for a week in January. I have added in an upload script here from Plannerface because I forgot that I actually had those still, so I didn't have to write in the word upload. That is pretty much it for this spread, so if you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!